You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Texas's faulty electrical power grid has returned to normal, according to the Electric Reliability Council, who says the grid will now be able to provide power for hundreds of thousands of residents still reeling from the devastating snowstorm that pummeled the Lone Star State. Now, authorities have ordered nearly 7 million people to boil their tap water before drinking it to prevent the risk of consuming bacteria that may have seeped into the pipes. Gallons of water have been delivered in the state. President Biden has also issued for generators and diesel gas to also be brought into the state. FEMA is also stepping in, doing their part as well. Beto O'Rourke, who lost to Ted Cruz by a couple of points a couple of years ago, has been working the phones with his team. He's been tweeting that they've actually made more than 300,000 phone calls. Well, the last 24 hours, he's also been working with Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to raise money for folks in need. Well, she announced that they had raised more than $2 million, and she is actually headed to Texas to stay in with members there to distribute that money and resources to people as well. Let's go to of course, our panel right now. Rob Richardson, host Disruption Now podcast. Michael Imhotep, host of the African History Network. Caleb Bethea, communications strategist. I got to tell you, Rob, it must be something considering all of the crap Republicans have talked, whether it's Ted Cruz, whether it's Dan Patrick, Lieutenant Governor, and others about Ocasio-Cortez, whether you have Governor Greg Abbott yelling and screaming about the Green New Deal, which actually has not even been approved. Yet here you have Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez, who they deride for being a socialist, who's actually done more to help the citizens of Texas than Texas Senator Rafael Cruz.
Yeah, I mean that's quite amazing, right? And you have folks that are just tied to this narrative that she's evil, AOC is evil, she's about socialism, so we can't trust her. And I'm afraid some people are just going to believe that narrative. Like when you go on if you go on Fox News, they will tell you a narrative, whatever you want to believe. You know, there is more nuance within a Disney movie than there is on Fox News. Fox News will make up a character and they'll tell you that Ocasio-Cortez is bad. We don't know why she's bad. She's just bad. And all of a sudden, we got to believe somebody like Trump is good. We don't know why he's good. There's no proof that he's good. He's not doing anything to show that he's good, but he's just good. He's fighting for us. He's making America great again. People want to believe this garbage for whatever reason that they want to. I hope they see now, because it's clear as day. You have this man. He left the United States of America. Not only did he leave his own states, he left the United States of America in order to get away from taking responsibility. And you have his opponent that lost stepping up, and you have Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who they think is evil and carnage, is actually helping more than their own senator. I mean, people can hopefully see what's in front of them, but you know, Roland, they're not playing this on Fox News. They're figuring out a way to make up some narrative or some story that somehow is blaming Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, like she created it. Somehow she is that powerful that she created it from the Green New Deal, like you said. I mean, and some people will actually believe this stuff. It's just amazing.
Of course, Michael. Bottom line is Fox News is derangement syndrome. They were the ones who were spreading the BS from the governor, Greg Abbott, blaming wind turbines and solar for the problem when that wasn't the problem. It was coal plants and fossil fuels. That was the problem. But they like lies.
Well, let's remember, Roland. Now, Fox News, that was one of the biggest propagators of the Stop the Steal rally and the election was stolen myth. Okay, until they got hit with a lawsuit from Dominion Voting Systems and then also one from Smartmatic. Okay, so you have to understand who you're dealing with. You're dealing with the Fox News crowd. With Ted Cruz. Now, I want to take people back. I posted this on the African History Network Facebook page yesterday, our fan page. Go back and look what House Speaker John Boehner said about Ted Cruz in 2016. He called Ted Cruz Lucifer in the flesh. And he said he called Ted Cruz. No, go.
I remember that.
I remember.
He called Ted Cruz Lucifer in the flesh, and he said he never worked with a more miserable SOB than Ted Cruz. Now, this was one Republican, old white man, talking about another Republican, younger white, well, Hispanic, want to be white, whatever he is. But I mean, so when I saw that about Ted Cruz, he got caught. He got caught. Then he booked a flight Thursday morning for 6 a.m. to fly back. Originally, he's supposed to come back this weekend. He got caught. Now he's trying to put the manure back into the horse, so to speak. Okay, they like that joke down in Texas. But anyway, so you have a lot of people, you have many Democrats calling for him to resign, and he should. Okay, but what he won't, but they should push and call for him to resign. But Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who many of them hate, and they can't really tell you why they hate her. And if you ask them what socialism is, they can't tell you what that is either, most of them. Okay. She's doing more to help them than Ted Cruz is. And then Ted Cruz wants to blame his children. He wanted to put the blame on his daughters and bring his daughters into it. Okay? So he's sponsored, but this is the same guy who Donald Trump insulted Ted Cruz's wife. But then Ted Cruz it carries Donald Trump's water. So this is who you're dealing with. That's why he has to be voted out of office. He's up in 4 more years, I think it is. That's why he has to be voted out of office.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.